Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Monday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. 68 degrees here at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. Little breeze coming out of the south. Got some bad news to report here. The red tide is definitely here. The red tide is, I have seen patches of it, little pockets of red tide along the beach here already. I am seeing some dead fish washed up on the beach as I'm walking along. I've seen some mackerels and ladyfish. So the red tide is starting to take its toll on us here in North Naples. Oh, let's hope it doesn't last long. I'm going to walk down a little further to the south and turn around and walk up to the north. I'm down in Area 3 right now by the skybox. Low tide was about an hour and a half ago. It wasn't a very low tide like we saw earlier this month. Love those little white puffy clouds there with the blue sky. Yeah, starting to see more fish washed up on the beach here. Starting to see more signs of dead fish. Another ladyfish up here on the beach, up at the high tide line. Darn. Just makes sense though, the way this year has been going, that we get red tide to end the year. Out here is to keep you informed. I'm not out here for tourism. But yep, I'm seeing the dead fish, kind of a sprinkling of dead fish, not a high concentration of dead fish along the shore here, but one dead fish is one too many. two over here. You can definitely see it in the water. You can definitely see the discoloration in the water. The red algae bloom. You can smell it in the air as well. There's a mullet, a big dead mullet. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. I'm just north of Vanderbilt Beach now, just north of Vanderbilt Beach. On the news this morning, they said the heaviest concentrations of the red tide are between Bonita Beach, the north end of Barefoot Beach, Bonita Beach, down to Pelican Bay, down towards Clam Pass, which is the area I am in. Such a shame. We're down in Area 1. I'm going to be turning around here and heading back up the beach. We'll see how bad the red tide is up at the north end of the park. I was supposed to get actually worse just down to the south here of Delnor-Wiggins. I'm gonna get out of that patch of sunlight down here to see the water. So far it's mostly ladyfish that I've seen on the beach. Look up to the north. Beautiful, beautiful sky. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Nice little breeze coming out of the south. Close to 70 degrees, between 68 and 70 right now. Gonna get up to around 80 today. Well, I was gonna get out in a patch of sunlight here to check out the water, and now the sun went behind the clouds. That figures. That figures. Yeah, definitely see that reddish brown color discoloration in the water. Very, very obvious the red tide is here. There's a dead fish floating right out there. Looks like another ladyfish. Definitely see that discoloration in the water. Oh well, all we can do is keep our fingers crossed. Hope things get better. I'm down by the first boardwalk down here in Area 1. The first entrance ramp, not actually the first boardwalk. There's one a little further to the south. But there's the first ramp from the parking lot to the beach here in Area 1. So I've seen what I needed to see. The red tide is here. Another big dead mullet on the beach. Looks like the bird's already got its eyeballs. So sad, so sad. You can smell it here. You can definitely smell the red tide right here. I'm going to start heading up the beach, back up to the north end. Good morning. Well, everybody can still have their conversations. Just because there's red tide out here, it's not the end of the world. Just another one of those curveballs from 2020. Beautiful little puffy clouds, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love those little clouds like that. Can definitely smell that darn red tide. Ugh. See it and smell it. People are gonna come out here to the beach and start coughing, and they're gonna think they've got corona. Think they got COVID when they come out here and cough from the red tide. Huh. Seagulls flying by. Ooh, it stinks here. North end of Area 1. Good morning. Stinky. Probably not a good beach day if you got any kind of allergies or anything. Stinky, stinky. So we're coming up to the north end of Area 2 now. Seems there were more signs of the red tide down towards Area 1. Still here though, still in Area 2. If you come out to the beach and the water looks like iced tea, it's got more of a brownish than a greenish color. Yeah, I'm seeing a couple fish floating out there in the water. Sad, sad, sad. Hopefully the birds won't be eating the dead fish on the beach. That's when we start getting our problems. The toxins get in the birds. And we start getting sick birds. terrible. Good morning. We should be seeing Mike and Maria along the beach here, looking for their shark's teeth. Not the best place for these guys to be fishing. Two ibises just flew in. So if you go in the water, you want to definitely make sure you rinse yourself off when you get out. When there's a red tide present. You should do that all the time. You should always shower off when you get out of the Gulf of Mexico. Just because it's a closed-in body of water, there's always something in that water, some little forms of bacteria. But you should even be more concerned about it now with the red tide. Get the facts on red tide too. Get the facts. I've posted a link here where you can learn more about red tide in the description of this post. Don't be falling for all the myths that are out there. There's so much disinformation about red tide. It's horrible. There's probably more misinformation than fact. A nice little patch of sunlight here. And at least take in the beautiful colors of the sky. Here they come. Good morning, folks.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you? Oh, come on. Come on. It's beautiful out here. The wind there, I'll give you that. The wind makes a difference. Coughing. Huh? It's bad. It's worse down there, I think. Is it bad at the north end? A lot of dead fish by the pass? A ton? What a shame.
It is.
What a shame. It just makes sense for 2020, though.
Yeah.
You know? What else? Yeah. The icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll get blown out of here. Right now it feels like it's coming at us.
Yeah, 'cause yesterday we saw a few fish, but today we saw
I,
there's a number of them.
I saw one that we went down to the pier yesterday. I saw one dead fish on the beach down there. But they said it's bad between Clam Pass and Bonita Beach is where the highest concentrations are. Of course, we're right in the middle of that. Oh, well. Any luck on the shark's teeth? Oh, really? Well, at least something good happened. See you later. At least he's finding some shark's teeth. That's good. I'm gonna try something a little different here this morning. I'm gonna do another live feed. I've been having problems saving the videos so I could share them on YouTube and Instagram. So I think what I'm gonna do is just keep this one going for a few more minutes and start another one as I walk up to Wiggins Pass. More dead fish. Another dead ladyfish here on the beach. A couple more floating out there in the water. I don't know if you can see them out there. One right here in front of me. But you see the color of the water? See how brown it is? That reddish brown? Very obvious. Right now it feels like the wind's kind of blowing it onshore from the southwest. So that's not good. We need that wind to turn. We need the temperatures to drop. It's part of life here in Southwest Florida, though. You take the bad with the good. You gotta deal with it. Red tide is nothing new by any means. Last year we did really well. Really well. Mostly all ladyfish. Mostly all ladyfish, what I've been seeing on the beach. Some mullets. I haven't seen any mackerels down here yet at this end of the south, but Mike said it's really bad up at the north end. So we'll go up and check that out. seagull coming in for a landing. That was neat. Tomorrow it will probably be low tide when I get out here, or very close to low tide. You can even see the discoloration in the water here. In the shallow water, see, it's brown, reddish brown. There was a little sandbar out here when I first came out this morning, but it's since gone underwater here. Tide's gotten higher. We're about in the middle of Area 4 beach here. Again, the weather is just spectacular. I'm going to end this feed and start another live feed. So hang around here. Stick around. Wait for that. Hopefully you'll get a notification here in a couple minutes that I'm live again. I just want to try and figure out what the problem is, why I can't save these videos. So hopefully I'll be able to save this one. Keep my fingers crossed. Anyway, if I don't see you in part 2 here, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend, a supporter. Hit that share button. Tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. It's nice. It'd be nice to have more people tagging along with us in the morning. If you like what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I do here in the mornings, send some stars. Use my PayPal account. You can find a link if you want to send a little tip. You can find a link to my PayPal in the description of this post. Consider becoming a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida Television. Click on that link. Every little bit helps out, believe me, especially now during the holidays. Anyway, thanks for watching. If I don't see you later here, have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Stay safe. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.